Hey dancers, today we have Kathryn Morgan and Katie Ging with us, professional dancer, professional photographer of dancers. Yes.
The best.
So you may have seen Katie's work on this dancer, and these two lovely people are going to assist us to find ways to pose for our best body and technique level, because finding the pose is all about angles, positions, and knowing the camera. So between these two, let's figure out our best poses in this video. Okay.
Let's do it.
So, Kathryn, what's the pose that we all see on Instagram?
Everybody sees an arabesque on Instagram, but you also have to remember ballet photography is not real life ballet. So it's about getting the image in a way that might not be the most technically the way you would do it in class. So arabesque is it. In a photo shoot, and Katie can help, you always want to think extreme. So if we're going directly décolleté side, if I'm bringing this arm towards you, it's getting shorter. So in a photo shoot, you almost want to be lengthening it. Yeah, even more. So if I'm going to piqué arabesque, I'm not going to go square. I'm going to go very, very extreme to get the photograph.
Yes, that's exactly correct. Everything is longer and more exaggerated than you would think in class. And even if you get it into it a different way, that's okay.
Mm-hmm. So what would we do if, arabesque is not my thing anymore, my back doesn't bend like that, so what can, so what could we do to have that beautiful arabesque line, but not feel self-conscious or like the line is not what we want in a photo?
I think you can do it even just a tendu. Even a tendu is beautiful this way. You can also do a quasi tendu this way, but again, we're going extreme. If I'm this way, watch my bottom leg. Yes, it's crossed, but to you it looks short. For a photo shoot, I'm gonna over cross it and exaggerate the line.
Okay, so Katie, can you help correct Kathryn
Sure.
and myself using your expertise here? So if you step into a medium arabesque, I'll do a tendu. Can we find these lines that you feel like will help our photo?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna go flat because I can't hold a releve for that long.
So this is a proper arabesque. Again, we want to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Really pull up to, I always recommend a little bit of breath. Mm-hmm. That would be, yes, that looks great. And go back to what you would do in class, Kathryn. Yep, so the difference between that,
Right.
and then up, yes, perfect, same thing. Do what you would do normally in class, and then now think about length. There we go. That's what you want.
Yep. Great. Yeah, and you guys both have talked about the flattening of the pose, like making it a little bit more two-dimensional.
Yes.
So finding the length, you're saying, through the leg by crossing over a little bit more.
Right.
Even when we're in tendu.
Yes, it doesn't feel correct, but for the photo, it's what translates correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, because photography is flat. You're not seeing it live in front of you.
Awesome. What about a in motion photo? We have all these off balance things that happen.
Yeah, that was actually. So again, we're not gonna try and go up and hit the pose. That's really not gonna translate. You want a photographer to be able to try and get it in motion. So instead of just thinking balance, think off balance. So one that I've been photographed in many, many times because I know it works for me, is the off balance. As you're falling, click, 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 and one of those should be there.
It'll work out. Yeah, for sure. Just go through the movement more than you just want to keep going.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna tie it back to the back here. Now, I see sometimes when we don't maybe have the most advanced technique, which would be me right now, it ends up being something like that. Mm-hmm. So what can we do if I don't wanna have that low back off balance thing?
I think, even just a classic pose that always works, even not in ballet photography, but just in general, is the roquette.
Oh. We could all audition. I think all of us have too short of legs for this, yes.
Well, and I would recommend too, always be free with your arms for ballet photo shoots. Go, show how you move around. A lot of times just keep moving through it, and it's not something you would do in class, but it photographs lovely.
Right, you're right.
But see, even here you get the two-dimensional, but we're over cross. Here, look at the leg difference from you here.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, so much longer.
Yep.
Yeah. As we're talking about playing with the camera, Katie, you said something about finding your light.
Yes, that's something you're excellent at. Well, you're not gonna see it right now, but whether you're working outside or inside, you have to make sure you're feeling the warmth of the light on your face because it's gonna be more flattering for you.
So face a window or
Face a window, yeah. So like right now, we have the windows over here. You would want to be angling everything this way. Like you can even look like face this way. If you both face this way, you see how it's a little darker, where if you face this way, you can feel it, right? Like it's just nice and beautiful glow.
I also think too for photo shoots, you want your eye level, if we are looking out, slightly up. This kind of doesn't translate. Maybe slightly above eye level will brighten the whites of your eye.
Exactly. And when you're doing photo shoots, if somebody tells you like to look to the side, you want to actually kind of look a little bit more angled so you see more of the color of your eye, so it's not just the side one. Yeah, exactly.
Hi!
Yeah.
Get the ear line, which is very attractive on me, but not the best. Okay, nice. Now, I think sometimes we're afraid of like the simple poses. You know, we said this is a very simple pose, but what can we do if I'm feeling like I don't even want to go off my balance, you know, like, or I don't even want to go up on my releve. I don't want to try to hit that. What's something that we could do and feel really confident about the way we stand and maybe be a little more artistic with it?
I mean, I even think what you just did, like, I know we have a photo together of you in just fourth position, looks very Degas-like, right?
I mean, it worked for the little dancer that Degas did.
And it's beautiful and it's simple. And sometimes I think simple is better.
Yeah.
We all, even if you can do amazing things, simple is just elegant and timeless. That's the thing too. Like there's so many different trends going on now, but like this is always going to work 100% of the time.
And give yourself angles, right? We're not just here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna twist my shoulder towards the camera. My hip is gonna go back. I'm gonna give myself a waist because those of us without defined waists who look like cardboard boxes need some help. Or you can always do the away from the camera too. That's nice.
And I see a lot of photos on Instagram right now that are very contemporary and have like, we had that off balance here, but I know we've talked about
that one.
Yeah.
There's a trick to this one though. You see it all the time. Don't do a coupe. Again, we're not doing proper ballet. It is literally knee to knee. Knee to knee. Yeah, The space here, I know I have a long skirt on, but the space looks weird. You want no space and one long.
And it makes you just look longer overall, so.
I like it. And then if you don't want to go on balance, you could just always take that down to a little B+.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Long arms always help too, as opposed to like, I don't like to do boxy things. You always want to keep it more open and really think of, I always say breathing and through your chest too, because you just want to keep it broad.
Yeah. If you have a great photographer, like when you're working with Katie, she's going to say, move a little, try this over here, over here, over there. But if you are with a photographer or you're doing it on your own and you don't have somebody guiding you, is it good advice to be like, okay, we're gonna try it here, and then we're gonna try it here, and then we're gonna do it here. So you have a few options of what you're doing. So we're not just one and done and then realize, oops, that's not what I wanted.
The options are always good, right?
Subtle movements.
Yes.
We don't have to go 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. It's 1, like Allie did, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, like the legs didn't move. We're just moving little things.
Awesome, great. So this is a nice example of you don't have to be professional to make yourself look beautiful in a photo. There's another video we have on Kathryn's channel that's gonna be for audition photos. And if you're, yes. So I think no matter what age you are, what level you are, the tips in that video also are going to be extremely helpful if you are interested in creating a photo that speaks to your beauty and you feel great in. So go check out that video.
Yes.
You can follow Katie at her website. All the information's below. And make sure that you subscribe here, and we'll see you for our next video.